Welcome back. Parade of Homes has inspiration that anyone can enjoy, whether they have an eye for design or just like to look at something pretty.
Oh, very pretty. I went out to the White House location to show off some of the things that we loved at the location in White House for the Parade of Homes. Take a look.
I found my favorite spots in this Parade of Home, and each one of them is more wow than the next. So say your name. It's the hardest question you're going to have.
Heather Hall.
And is H-A-L-L?
Correct.
So what's your title at Summerlin?
I'm the interior designer.
So what kind of house is this in terms of style? What would you say?
I would say this is a traditional house. A little bit of flair, I guess.
A lot of flair. There's a lot of flair. So I picked my favorites, and you're going to kind of walk me through some of those favorites. But I want to ask you, what is your wow moment in this house?
I would have to say either the black bathroom or the laundry room. Oh, the hidden staircase too.
Oh, I didn't even see the hidden staircase. Okay, perfect. So I have some wow moments, and I think that we're going to start with my wow moment's going to be in the kitchen. So my favorite wow moment is this. I want this so bad. What's behind this door?
So this is our pantry, and it's not just a normal pantry. She has a ladder in here, which gives you, use of all of the space in here. You're not limited to just where you can reach. I mean, she has, obviously, you can see everything up top, and it's kind of, a pantry is something that people don't really consider, a decorative piece in their house, and we've changed that.
It's beautiful. So it's part of kind of a working kitchen. You can hide things in here.
Yeah.
Talk about how that keeps the kitchen tidy.
So if you're out here working on prepping, you can have your appliances in there, your small appliances, crock pots. She has ninjas in there that, you can utilize that space for anything. I mean, you're not just limited to here in the kitchen, especially if you have guests that you're entertaining. You can also use that space.
Anything that I can do to hide my mess is a thing I'm going to want to do.
Yes.
So it's hard not to put the kitchen in the top favorite things about this house. But what I notice is that you've got 2 tones of the cabinetry. Talk about that as a trend.
So you're not limited to just, if you like 2 different things, you're not limited to just one. This gives you the ability to kind of bring in different tones.
It's a little bit of an unkitchen feel, right? So you know what an unkitchen is, you're a designer.
Yes, so this piece over here is more like a furniture piece. So, I mean, you can kind of incorporate whatever you want in here, bring in different wood tones, and keep it pretty, traditional with the white.
And you go all the way to the ceiling with that. I also like that. We've always had kind of those the cabinets would stop, and then you'd have to put decorative pieces, this way you are using the entire space all the way up, and I just love that. So I'm having a hard time ranking my favorite things, but this next thing, the powder room, is glamorous and on trend. Talk about the 2 things that really make it so current.
Dark colors and wallpaper. We are seeing a lot of the black tones, the green blacks. People are sometimes afraid of it, but
I was afraid to do the conventional wisdom is take a light color in a small room, but the opposite is true, especially here. Talk about that.
So it's daring. Everybody had this idea that it was going to make it a lot smaller, and that's really not true.
It makes it look like a movie star's powder room. Like if I am a movie star, that's what my powder room looks like. It's stunning.
It also helps that the wallpaper on the ceiling kind of just adds that even more flair to it.
It's a lot of flair. So we're going to go into we're at the powder room. We're going to go into the laundry room because we want to kind of wallpaper should be my favorite thing that happens in this house.
So this is our laundry room. It's great. It is great.
I love this room.
It may not be for everybody, but it is.
I don't care. I don't care.
Awesome. I love it.
This room is so beautiful, and the wallpaper. Talk again. This is not like the old wallpaper that we had to remove from those houses we bought.
So the difference in wallpaper today is that it's not going to do that damage on your walls once you remove. I mean, if you decide in 2 years you don't want this, take it off and change it.
Well, I can't imagine not loving this, but I just love this wallpaper so much. Okay, so the other swoony, amazing My favorite place is the primary bathroom. It feels like a spa in here.
You can come in here after a long day. We have your soaking tub here that looks directly out to the pool. We added just a little bit of color with the green, so it's very calming, very neutral.
This is another sanctuary. This house is filled with spaces that feel comfortable and cozy, at the same time is expansive.
Yeah.
How do you make a house this size feel cozy? I think what you've done, in my opinion, is that the accessories warm it up and the surfaces. Right. Okay.
The paint colors, she has a lot of neutral paint colors that just kind of tie all of this in. Nothing is too, I mean, even the laundry room. I mean, even though it's a little bold, I mean, it's not uncomfortable. Maybe for some people, but.
We don't care if Dad doesn't like the laundry room. We like the laundry room.
Yes. There's sometimes that, you know, you have to compromise, and.
If you have to do laundry, you might as well be looking at beautiful things when you do it.
Exactly.
So I was trying to limit it to 5 spots, but I think this might be my 6th spot. Just talk about the outdoor space. It's easy to ignore, but outdoor spaces now change a house and the way you live in it.
Absolutely. So whether you want dinner out here, want to relax, you could take a nap here. And I mean, the outdoor space, being able, I mean, we don't get too much warm weather here in Ohio, so the time that you do get, might as well utilize that to be comfortable.
It's beautiful. Wonderful job on this house. Thank you for your talents, for sharing all the ins and outs. But here, let's move this. Keep rolling there. All right, lean back. Okay, and just put your head back. There we go.
Summerlin Builders did that, and she's the designer for Summerlin Builders, so they did a beautiful job with this house.
That has so many interesting things that you don't necessarily see at, you know, so builders will have like a template, and you can pick, you know, 4 or 5 styles.
And that one is fairly custom.
Right.
But if you like it, Summerlin Builders will walk you through and say, okay, here are the things that they used for this particular